What's up, Subi Nation? DJ here with Subi Bros, and today we're going to be doing some upgrades to our factory battery in our 2020 WRX. So we're going to be upgrading to a lightweight racing battery. We're going to be utilizing Melee Design Firm battery mount. It's available in two different sizes. You have the smallest here and then the medium sized. We're going to be actually installing this medium size on our car today, but we're going to do some size and weight comparisons with the smallest available option as well. So the benefits of doing this install is, one, the actual battery mount here provides vibration resistance and much more stability over just the standard factory bracket. We're also going to be upgrading the battery from the standard lead acid battery to a non-spillable battery. And so what this does is it makes it maintenance free for you, and you also don't have to worry about the battery spilling if you're doing something like autocross, track days, rally racing, anything like that. And then of course a big reason is the weight savings benefit, which we'll cover here in a minute. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start with a comparison. So in this comparison, you can see that clearly the factory battery is the largest in both overall width, length, and height. You have the medium battery, which is a little bit more narrow, and it's also a lot shorter to the ground. And then you have the smallest battery, which is the lightest and smallest of them all. And here you can see a comparison of the height difference between the three options. All right, first up on the scale is the factory battery, and to keep it a fair comparison, we're also including the bracket that holds it on top. All right, so we're coming in at 34 pounds, 4.6 ounces. Next up, we have the medium-sized battery. We're at 25 pounds and 3 ounces. And for the smallest battery, we're at 17 pounds, 4.6 ounces. So you can see you can save half the weight of the factory battery by switching to this smallest racing battery. The overall weight will vary depending on the battery manufacturer, but overall you will have a significant weight decrease. All right, for the first step, we're gonna remove this clip here that's holding on the negative side battery. We just wiggle that off. Then we're going to take our 10mm nut here and we're gonna loosen it. Then we'll remove the negative terminal from the battery. All right. Put that aside for now. Now we'll come over to the positive side of the battery and loosen the nut here. And we'll go ahead and remove the terminal. So now we're going to remove the two 10mm bolts that are holding on the actual mount here. Once you get it a little loose, it'll come off by hand here. Once you loosen the nut a little bit, we are actually going to unhook the battery mount from down below. So we're just going to push down and out, and that'll loosen the mount. You can also just remove the backside by pushing down and rotating it. Now we're going to carefully lift the battery out of the car. All right, we're going to install the battery mount now. I want to show you this first. So you're going to take this supplied bracket that's included with the mount, and we're gonna be slipping it through this hole, and this will provide a mounting point at the bottom of the actual battery holder. I wanted to show you this first because when we actually go to install it, it's gonna be difficult to see, but you'll slide it through this hole and use these wires that are clipped on to retain it. Okay, so we're going to orient our mount so that you can see that the mounting holes are on the side here, because we're going to be mounting to the side where the fuse box is. So we're going to go underneath the mount and feed these wires up. And then we're going to push the bracket down in the hole that I just showed you as we lower this into place. All right, so next we're going to be going through this bottom hole, and we're going to align it up with the nut that is attached to the body on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy started. All right, now you'll want to insert the bolt into the mounting bracket. Now we're going to go ahead and snug down the bolt in the bottom. Then we're going to tighten the 10mm bolt on the side. All right, we're now going to insert our battery. We're now going to lower the hatch and insert the provided safety pin into the end of the mount to securely fasten it. And then we're going to get ready to install the actual terminals of the battery. Now for the terminal install, we are going to start with the positive side of the battery. Melee provides you with hardware so that you can mount the positive terminal by removing this nut here and fastening it to the actual battery. If you want a strong connection that is mounted directly on the battery, we're going to utilize the factory terminal because we end up having to take the battery on and off a lot for install videos. So what we're going to do is we are going to reverse the way that this bolt and nut is on the terminal, which will make it a little bit safer so that no metal comes into contact with the latch on the battery mount. All right, and then once we have that, we're going to push this guy on. Then we're going to secure it down. We're now going to mount the ground connection on this side. All right, as you guys can see, that was a pretty simple install. It's a great way to save up to 17 pounds and upgrade your battery to a maintenance-free battery and also a sturdy mounting solution. To learn more, head on over to subibros.com to see the different mounting options as well as the battery choices. There's also a link in the description. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks.